Hello everyone, welcome to part 3 of CNN-BiLSTM model training and implementing a research paper. So in this video I plan on making the training the model, but before that separate the data from in X's and Y's, that is the samples and labels. So that is what I'm planning to do. So here, and firstly, as the kernel has been restarted, so I did previously, if you remember, we have saved it in a numpy file. So we just need to import the numpy file, use and set up the data again. But I think I do need to import these things. I don't need exactly this one, so not gonna bother. Not gonna bother with this. Gonna need this. So wait a minute. Okay, it's being imported. Not gonna bother with this. Neither this one. I do need the model creation, so I'm gonna create the model. Keep it like that. So yeah, I'm going to now import. Okay, image size is not defined. Image size is not defined. Where is it defined then? Why is it defined there? Okay. Now image size should be defined. Yes, it works now. Okay, so now loading the data from the numpy. Let me just check one thing real quick. Okay, so it's all good. Yeah, good. So now loading the data from numpy.mp.load, and which data I want to load, it will be the name of this here. So it's gonna be dataset.npy file, and need to specify the allow pickle to be true. Yeah, this will now load in the data into this data variable, which we will then let it load. It's gonna take some time because it's this is over a gigabyte of all the images. It contains all the images, so it's done. Okay, never mind then. Now we will do the train test split. We're gonna specify the train and the test, and will equal to the train test split. Train test split. Gonna give the parameters as data. I'm gonna specify the train size as 0.9, and of course I'm gonna specify shuffle to be true. It is shuffled, but I'm gonna reshuffle it. Yeah, next I'm gonna see if it is correctly shuffled. I'm gonna take the first example, which contains 10 frames on the label, and I'm gonna specify, if I give 0 here, I'm gonna get the numpy arrays of the 10 frames, but if I give 1 here, I'm gonna get the labels of that 10 frames, so it will be either 1 0 or 0 1. Just how we specified it. So the train test split is taking some time. Never mind that. Just gonna keep it working, and I'm just gonna write the the codes. Okay. So now after it has been done, gonna see the test one as well. Test 0,1. Yeah. So just gonna run these things as well. Okay. So now, wait a minute. Sorry, didn't change the scene, eh? Okay, never mind. So now we need to find the x's and the y's from the data, because that is what we need to give it our fit model. So we're gonna define an x, we're gonna define a y, and we're gonna define an x valid, because for the validation for the test, and also a y valid. Yes. Now defining the x. So what will be the x? So we have said that the x will be, the x's will be the 10 frames. The 10 frames altogether. That means the first part of these, all of the first part as an array. So I'm going to define the numpy array, because we are going to convert everything into a numpy array. And we're gonna take the first, we're gonna use a for loop inside it. So we're gonna take the I for I in train. So if we do this, this is simply taking the entire first, like, you know, sample of the train. So that is, the entire sample contains the 10 frames and as well as the label, but we don't want the label, so we give the I of 0, so we just want the 0th. If we have given it 1, it will just store the image, store the labels. So yeah, we're gonna reshape it. We're gonna reshape it into whatever remains, comma 10, comma image size, comma 3. That would be the size. Now specifying the y would be that would be same, specifying an array of one of the I of 1, getting the labels for I in train, because these are for the training labels, and I don't think we have to change the y, like, you know, reshape the y. So for the x valid, we are gonna do the same thing, but for the, like, you know, just gonna copy this down. I'm gonna change it to test, and just gonna copy this down. Oops. Yeah. Gonna change it to test. Yep. Okay. Now what we need to do is to, like, change, because the x's, as I have talked about this in a previous video, that the pixel values are between 0 to 255, which we don't exactly want to put in our model. We want the values to be between 0 and 1, and that is what we're going to do. As the highest value of all the x's and the y would be only the x's would be like 255. We can divide every value of the x by 255 to make each of the values in the x be in a range of 0 to 1. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to specify x to be x.asType. I'm going to specify the type because these are all integers, and I'm going to change it to, like, you know, float 32. Hopefully it works. Last time I did it, it showed me an error for some reason. So yeah, float 32. Just gonna do the same with x. We don't have to change the y because the y is already 1, 0, and 0 and 1. So I'm gonna take the x valid dot as type. Gonna specify float 32 and gonna divide it by 255. Okay. Next, what we gonna do? Oh, it's taking a lot of time. Let me see my RAM space. It's not taking lot, but it is taking to find this. Interesting. Anyways, I'm gonna let it run and just, you know, see after this all has been, like, you know, done, divide by 255. I would like to see the shape. The shapes are obviously, like, you know, accurate because we didn't exactly do, like, change anything here. So in any case, it's a good practice to see the shapes of everything. So I am going to specify x.shape, specify y.shape, specify x valid.shape, and gonna specify y valid.shape. Yeah, it's the 4 things that I want right now. Look, do I have to do anything else? No. Okay, it's taking a tremendous amount of time. Just gonna want to see the first value here. That's okay. Fine, you know, stop it. I can, like, you know, stopped. Interrupting doesn't work, so I'm just gonna delete it. See if this works. Do you want to restart the kernel instead? I do actually. Just gonna remove these. So I've restarted the kernel, so I need to, you know, import all the dependencies. Why is everything taking so much time here? Interesting. I'm gonna save it and close it off. Okay, so I have restarted the kernel and the entirety of the VS Code. Hopefully it'll work now. Yeah. Not gonna need this. Not gonna need this. Not gonna need this. I'm gonna have to create a dataset, creating the model. Yeah, it works here. It's loading the data. Splitting the data. Oh, it's faster now because of some reason. Anyways, after the split was done, we're gonna have to, like, you know, see the training, the 0th element, and the first. So, gonna see an array and the label, which is saying that it's violent. Wait a minute, did I? Yeah, the first ones are non-violent. The second ones, the second part of the things are violent. Then I shuffled it. Anyway, so I'm gonna check the second value. It's supposed to take so much time. Okay, so that is like, I don't know why that is taking a lot of time, so I'm just gonna, you know, skip it entirely. So skip seeing the data. I hope that is shuffled, like it should have been shuffled. That's just, I was doing it to be, you know, absolutely certain. Anyways, getting the x's and the y's from the data, and like after this has been done, I think I can, like, you know, go on to training for some. Okay, I'll, like, while this is going on, let me just, you know, set up the names and wait, I didn't specify the optimizer, did I? I did not. Gonna have to specify the optimizer. Okay. So which one did they use here? Optimizer was STD, right? Yeah. Optimizer, learning rate. Keras.optimizer. Okay, let me just, you know, figure out the opt equals Keras dot optimizers dot SGD and taking the learning rate to be LR in our case. Now I will compile the model, let the model compile, and we're gonna specify the loss as loss, the optimizer as opt, and the metrics will be accuracy. After doing the compilation, it's still going on, and never mind. I'm gonna specify the name of the model. So name of the model. Name of the model will be, in our case, it's CNN-BiLSTM. CM quotation, of course. CNN-BiLSTM. Did I import time? I did. I did. Okay. So CNN-BiLSTM, then I'm gonna specify the time in a TIB for the array of shape. Interesting. This was not the case here. How is this getting this much memory? Doesn't make sense. Okay. I'm gonna let it load up. I'm not doing this, so appending each of the images as 10. How do I see the shape of the... Okay, never mind how much of... Alright, anyways, putting down the shape as dot format, saying the integer of time. That would be the name, and I'm gonna check out the Tensorboard. Tensorboard equals to Tensorboard, not this, but the capital T. Can specify the log dir, well underscore dir to be of log dir logs, and yeah, gonna format it with the name. Okay, so it's taking a lot of time again. So I'm just gonna save it, pause the video, figure out what's wrong, and just gonna be back in a few minutes. Okay, so guys, I did figure out the problem. So apparently while we were making the data set here, we were exactly like, exponentially increasing the images. Like this was not present, the code was like this, and then what the problem was here, what the problem was that when we were appending each of the images, and we're appending the images into the dataset, and then we're again like on top of the 10, we're appending the next 10. So the next would have been 20, and then the next would have been the 30. So it's not exactly 10, 10, 10, 10. It's just 10, 20, 30, 40. So it's just, exponentially increasing. So that is that's why we need to, like, after these images has been appended to the data set, we need to clear out the images array. So that is what I'm doing right now. I hope it's now correct. Yes. Yeah, that's good. So we're gonna just import everything because we just restarted the kernel. So we're gonna import everything, and this is not, we exactly don't need this because we have already extracted the frames. Oh, sorry, not gonna do this. Yeah, we're gonna need this, the variables, and we're gonna need this, what do you call this, the function defining the corrected version of the function. So now we are going to, like, define the data. Before that, while it's being, like, I'm gonna delete this, like, previous data. It deletes faster than it's, like, finishes here. Or I can, delete it from my folder. Wait a bit. Okay, I'm gonna go to here. Okay, it is deleted. Okay, no, nice. So we're just gonna wait till this finishes up. Then in the meantime, we're gonna create the model. So that's gonna do this. Not gonna import the dataset because we already have the dataset in the data. We're just gonna not also view the data. We don't exactly need to view the data. We do need to split the data into train and test. So that's what I'm going to do after we are done with this. So let it run, and then gonna see the shape. Not gonna exactly see the shape here. Just gonna keep it like this. I am going to see the shape, or see if it was shuffled. Like, to see it, I can just pick the first element and then we check the label. If the labels are, you know, jumbled up, so it means that it has been shuffled. I'm gonna check for the test one as well, but as soon as it finishes here, this one. So, okay, what else do I have to talk about now? Hopefully this will work without any, you know, terabyte of space required. Okay, and then gonna change it to float, print the shapes, optimizers. I named the Tensorboard, and then we are going to, like, you know, train the model. And for training, I'm just gonna, you know, specify it. So I'm just gonna model.fit. This is the training part where we are gonna specify the x and the y's, and gonna specify the epoch and as epochs. The number of epochs I have, like, you know, specified it, and the validation data split steps. Wow, I didn't realize there were this many. Anyway, so there will be x valid comma y valid. Number of batches would be batch size, and verbose would, I always give it to 1. And also callbacks would be Tensorboard. I think it goes in like this. I do have to check if it throws an error. Like while it's being done. Yeah, it's still being done. I'm just gonna check for the if it was the correct one. Let's start the music because it was. Anyways, so Tensorboard name, and yeah, the callbacks would be in a, you know, in a list format like this, in a square brackets. Anyway, so it's almost done, so I'm not gonna exactly pause the video because it's almost done here. Rather deprecated. I don't think these are some problems. Hopefully it works now. Checking if the model has some problems. It created the dataset.numpy file. Hopefully it's not that as big as the last one. Let's refresh. It's still creating. Okay. Did my it's still freeze. Okay. No, it's still more than a gigabyte. Anyways, so this was the model creation. It's been created. Good. Now the train test split is going on for some reason. Okay, it's taking a lot of time again. We're just gonna wait it out. Okay, now at least it's faster than before. Seeing the first one as 0, and now looking at the second one, it's gonna take, oh my god. I can't, like, you know, specify to see the length of the training and the testing data. Like if it was, you know, split. Okay. Just gonna do this and let it run. Hopefully after this is done I can see an error or some kind. Let's see, I'm just gonna pause the video and just resume it when it's done processing. Okay, it's coming now. Anyway, just gonna pause the video. I have literally no idea why it took this long, but these are taking longer. Okay, yeah, so now the shape is good, the training and the testing. Hopefully it is shuffled. I'm not gonna even bother checking it. It's gonna specify the optimizer, the losses, using the learning rate, the metrics, the name of the model, I think the name of the TensorFlow, which will be in the logs, and it's gonna specify it. Okay, the TensorFlow board is not defined. Import Tensorboard. So Tensorboard is not capitalized. It's small. Let me just be a bit sure. Yeah. Callbacks. Should be like, I found something else from Tensorflow. Keras dot callbacks import Tensorboard. Yeah, it's gonna run this, then gonna run this. Tensorboard is not defined. I just did. Tensorboard. The name Tensorboard is not defined. Is it a typo? Is it? I just. This has a cap. Oh my god, this is a capitalized B. Anyway, so hopefully this will run. I think what I need to do is to wait. Let me just quick check it before I, turn on the training. Where is it? It's the video analyzing models. So I am going to open a CMD here. Yeah, so it says here I need to be specifically inside the folder here, so that would be around no, not here. So wait, I know I can bring out a terminal CMD, but I was told to do it like this. So I will try to do it like this. So just gonna run it and deal with the errors. Okay, so error in unknown loss function category, sparse categorical cross entropy is not a valid method. Let's check. Categorical cross entropy. So there's gonna rerun it. Where's the file names? Yes, this here. Gonna do this and okay. Okay, just gonna remodel. Wait a minute. Someone is calling me. Okay, now what? Unknown loss function because we did not compile it. Now we compiled it. Default number 1. Okay, yeah, another error, of course. Convolution, this is okay. The RAM space. So I am going to, close some few things. Yeah, save it. Wait a minute. Okay, so I have restarted the entire kernel and everything. So, redefining everything, and hopefully this time it will work. Let's see. And when it starts, then I think we can go to the Tensorboard and see the date start now. The logs are here, so I'm just gonna bring out the terminal that I've opened and put in Tensorboard. Wait, well, okay, so would be Tensorboard space log dir equals logs slash. Okay, so Tensorboard is not it's not a recognized operator. Okay, I'm gonna use PowerShell to see if it works here. So I'm gonna Tensorboard space log dir equals logs. Yeah, I need to redefine Tensorboard. So the train and the term Tensorboard redefined. Where is Tensorboard? That's the question. Need to define it in the system variables. But just gonna check the Stack Overflow real quick for its solution here. So can I use like this? So the path would be logs slash. Let's see if it works now. Training, okay. So the Tensorboard has started. I don't think it will work. Oh, it did. Okay, good. Did. First time I've tried Tensorboard, it didn't actually work, but for some reason it's doing. Okay, it is showing me a few of the train validation tests. There are some commands to view the Tensorboard things. So this is the train, this is the these are, I think, the 2 times. Okay, all right, so this is the 0th epoch, started with 50. Yeah, this is the lost epoch and the train validation. Okay, so different graphs, for one graph for train and one graph of validation. Good. What we can do is, wait for it to finish. How many epochs did I give here? We have given a number of 25 epochs. So yeah, so guys, it's gonna take a while to do 25 epochs. It's taking around 2 minutes per epoch. It's running obviously in my GPU, but yeah, still taking a lot of time. So I'm gonna end this video. It has been a very long and very full of error video, but we solved it nevertheless. The model is training. The accuracy is increasing, as you can see. After 3 epochs, it's from 53 to 61 to 72 now, the training accuracy. So the validation accuracy will be hopefully more. After few epochs, we'll be able to see it. So after we will be able to see the entire graph here. That's about it. The codes are already there in GitHub. I will obviously link it down in the description, and hope you guys like it. And if you have any questions, please or suggestions, please leave it down in the comments. and I hope to see you in the next series that I make. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.